Good morning. I'm Deepa Devarmani, lecturer in Department Science and Humanities. Today in this slides, I'll be teaching you all your Unit 4 and Unit 5. Unit 4, a unique patient, and Unit 5, the farmer's wife. A unique patient. A unique patient is a lesson, very interesting and very short lesson, where narrator, in the sense where the writer himself is expressing it. What is a unique patient? Who is a unique patient? Let's see. The farmer was in a dirty white sardar with the ankle length pajamas. He looked tired with an unmistakable sparkle in his eyes. One evening in a small city in the small village of Maharashtra, where the narrator was the doctor, he had a small dental clinic, and that time there were no plenty of doctors, so he was one of the good doctors in that village. In that afternoon, he saw one farmer who had come near his clinic and how he looked. So here he is describing a farmer. He is telling the farmer was in dirty white sardar with ankle-length pajamas, and he looked tired with an unmistakable sparkle in his eyes. Okay, then he was having some spark in his eyes, he's telling. And when the doctor was looking after the patient, the doctor was very surprised. Why he was surprised? Because he turned his number to two other patients. Okay, he turned his number to two other patients. Though the farmer who had arrived first before the doctor had come to his clinic, he could be the first to go inside for the checkup. But what this farmer did, he sent the two other patients who had come after him. The farmer passed his turn to two other patients who had arrived after him. And then the doctor inquired. He mentioned that he could consult him only after he had seen all his other patients. This made doctor very curious. Okay. Then doctor approached that why you're not coming. Then he said, when you complete the whole patients for a day, then only I will be coming. Then doctor was very curious why this person is telling like this way. Then his turn comes and he says, I am not the patient. You have to come with me. You have to accompany him for a home visit, as he couldn't get the patient with him on his bicycle. So doctor has to go with that farmer where the patient is in his house. 20 kilometers distance was there, and he couldn't get the patient on his bicycle, so he was wanted doctor to take to his house. So the farmer and the doctor reached the village. The farmer, after reaching his village, took the doctor to his backyard, straight to his bull, and said, Dr. Sahib, this is the patient. Hence the doctor almost fainted in shock. The doctor was almost fainted in shock because he was almost a human being's doctor. Then how can he check the animals? Okay, so what had happened to that bull? Let us see. The farmer had a fighting bull. Next day there was a bullfight in a town where the judges could decide the eligibility for participation by examining the bull's teeth. And the farmer wanted his bull to participate in that bullfight. But unfortunately, farmer's bull had lost one of its teeth in its practice section that day. Therefore, the farmer visited a dentist clinic to request him to fix the bull's teeth. So, as there was a bullfight in his village, Baipola, it is that the name of that ritual is called Baipola, and farmer was wanted his bull to participate, but the participation should be good with the healthy bull. But in one of that practice session, the farmer's bull had lost its teeth, so he was wanted doctor to fix the teeth of the bull. The doctor had never worked on bull's teeth, but looking at the farmer's passion, he was overwhelmed. Therefore, he decided to help the farmer by fixing the bull's teeth. A large amount of saliva was drooling from the bull's mouth. The doctor used meters and meters of old saris instead of gloves pieces to whip the drool. With the help of the farmer and his family, the doctor devised many innovative ways and was able to fix the bull's teeth successfully. So finally, with the help of the family members, the doctor fixed the bull's teeth. And after a week, the farmer visited the clinic with box full of sweets, and he said to doctor that the bull is doing fine and it has also won the shield in the competition. And after, even though now after fixing after 30 years also, still that farmer visits the clinic. So that is why this lesson's name is a unique patient. Next, I'll be dealing with the farmer's wife, students. Farmer's wife is very easy and very delicate and very sensitive topic. This is written by Volga. It is written by and Volga, but in reality her name is P. Lalita Kumari. She is an feminist writer. Who is a feminist writer? Feminist writers are the one who speaks on behalf of the women, who speaks and who tells the problem and solutions of the women. This The Farmer's Wife is a small poem dedicated to the farmer's family, farmer's wife. When farmer particularly commits the suicide and he dies, how his family will suffer, who is going to look after her, who is going to look after her children. In 2015, Karnataka, Maharashtra and other states in India, it was very much plague we can say, that there was very less rainfall during that year, and many of the farmers committed the suicide. Looking after that, this P. Lalita Kumari, she wrote a poem on behalf of the farmer's wife. What could be the condition of the farmer's family? What could be the condition of the farmer's wife? The farmer's wife. This poem basically tells about the life of a farmer's wife after the death of the farmer. She tells that he was virtuous and he has died soon, but she is sinner, so she is still alive. She tells that death is not a solution for each and every problem. She is very dissatisfied with this act. She questions him how he can cross over his responsibilities being a man and leave all the responsibilities on a woman who has born with her head bent. She tells all the cotton crops may be destroyed, so he committed suicide by consuming poison. But how can a mother see the cultivation of her womb getting destroyed? She also makes a decision that she will teach her children to face a problem and find a solution for it. In this poem, the poet conveys the message that death is not a solution for any problem. If she faces this situation, however hard it is. One thing she wants to tell in this poem that we have to embrace the life. dying is not the solution for anything. We have to welcome the problems, we have to solve the problems. Here she says, you are virtuous and you're gone, means her husband was virtuous and he is dead now. Poor sinner, I remain, I am remaining now. Okay, no matter how many problems were there, you kicked me, you hated me, but I thought you are my man and you have all rights to do that. I was going through problem, I never died, I never made a problems, I never died. Then she says, you saw the crops which are being destroyed, but what about whom? What about my children? Can I leave my children to a wind pots as you have left your cotton pots? She's comparing here. I can't leave my children like that way. I will teach my children to embrace the life and find the solution to every problem rather than committing the suicide. With this, I come